We are on our way to Shanghai via the famous bullet train. The journey will take around 7 hours and is ideal for any work I can do on my laptop. So I used the time to edit some videos for the channel while we are going at 300 km an hour fast. From the Shanghai Central train station, it will be another 20 minutes drive by taxi to the hotel, for which we are already super excited. So fasten the seatbelts and enjoy the journey. We just arrived at our hotel in Shanghai, which is called The Puli. The Puli is one of the first luxury urban resorts in Shanghai and centrally located between Nanjing West Road and Yan'an Road. With 193 rooms and 36 suites, The Puli offers 24-hour dedicated guest service, in-room dining, concierge services, and a Michelin star restaurant called Phoenix. The room we booked is one class above the standard rooms and offers a little bit more space and a sofa. So let's do a quick room tour. After inspecting the room, it is time for our first city exploration activities. The Nanjing Road is nicely decorated and a worldwide known street for its luxurious boutiques and malls all along. We start the evening with some coffee from a local store. Getting closer to the luxurious watch boutiques outside Nanjing Road. Our first stop at the large-size Rolex boutique on Nanjing Road. My goal for the watch hunting is to find a nice Oyster Perpetual 36mm. Either the green dial for myself or the pink dial for the lady. If we will get the chance to buy one of those two watches, I will directly pull the trigger. So let's give it a go. In the windows we can find the usual datejust suspects, most of them in two-tone with chocolate and green dials. For the Oyster Perpetuals, we can find mostly silver and black dials in the window. This green 41mm datejust on Jubilee bracelet with smooth bezel is super cool, but there's also a sign in the window that all the watches are for display only. So we will get in the boutique to find out what is actually for sale. A few sports watches in the window, but mostly easier models that are slowly moving in the current market. A lot of watches inside the boutique, starting with a Rolex Explorer presentation display. The two-tone is for sale, while white and black Explorer 2 are for display only. The GMT Master 2 display features a root beer, besides a full rose and yellow gold version. The Sea Dweller 43mm red lettering isn't for sale, but good to try it again on my wrist. Now, after I lost some weight, it feels too big on the wrist. Still a beautiful watch, which actually looks better than the Submariner in my view, due to the fully graduated bezel and the red lettering on the dial. Trying a white Explorer now. This piece was surprisingly small on my wrist for its 42mm in case diameter. The white dial really pops, and I would personally put the watch on a green NATO strap to see its full beauty. If Rolex would update the bezel with a black ceramic inlay, similar to the Yachtmaster, this watch would be a banger. The two watches I wanted to try next to each other, the Sea Dweller 43mm, which is the better looking watch but needs a large wrist, and the white dial Explorer, which was surprisingly compact for its 42mm and would look best in my view on a green NATO strap. And this 41mm blue dial datejust on Jubilee bracelet was available for sale. Once I asked the boutique if a Rolex Oyster Perpetual would be available, my request was immediately denied, and the boutique informed me that any Oyster Perpetual would be nearly impossible to find in any of the 20 Rolex stores in Shanghai. It would also be easier to try my luck outside of China, as the demand for Rolex is overall very high over here. So much for the Rolex boutiques. Our next stop is at Omega. The Rolex boutique told us that the Omega Snoopy would be easy to get in Shanghai, so we will try our luck. The first piece is this new Seamaster Diver 300m in 42mm bronze gold on bronze gold bracelet. The bezel features a burgundy oxalic anodized aluminium bezel ring with a diving scale in vintage superluminova. The dial is made of sandblasted black aluminium. The watch looks great overall, and especially the bracelet completes the beautiful look. Unfortunately, the clasp is still super stiff and big, and I just don't like the comfort of it on my wrist. The price for this piece is around $28,000, what is pretty heavy considering it is a bronze gold material which only consists of 37.5% gold, hallmarked as 9 carat. I guess Omega wants to position this piece somewhere between an 18 karat full gold piece and an 18 karat two-tone watch. Next we have the new Speedmaster Pilot in 40.8mm. This watch takes its design inspiration from the 1957 original and the collection's long history in flight. The watch is fully made of brushed stainless steel and features a grained matte finish black dial with a rhodium colored outer ring and hour markers made of white superluminova blocks which emit a green glow. The cockpit-inspired display has two subdials with opaline centers and brushed bevels. At 3 and 9 o'clock, a 60-minute and 12-hour recorder designed to look like a burn rate indicator are implemented. The hour-minute hands are PVD coated matte black with blocks of white superluminova with green emissions. The central chronograph hand has a varnished orange airplane tip. The price for this piece is around $10,000. Next we have the Speedmaster Super Racing in 44.25mm, which comes at $12,000. This watch features a black sandwich dial with honeycomb pattern and a racing style minute track, which gives the watch its name. Framing the dial is a black ceramic bezel ring with tachymeter scale in yellow grand feu enamel. The watch was pretty big on the wrist, but is overall a very cool and modern Omega watch. Besides these few highlights, a few more nice Seamaster in display, and I think all these are from the latest release of Seamasters. So overall it wasn't that easy, as Rolex said, to get an Omega Snoopy over here, and I also think the Snoopy is going to be discontinued quite soon. So the information was definitely not correct. The first time I see a pure Moser&Cie boutique, so let's not miss this chance and have a look inside. Moser&Cie is still one of my favorite brands that creates very unique timepieces and is very close to its customers. I met Eduard and Bertrand Meylan several times in Dubai, and they are always super friendly and talkative. I'm excited to see how Moser is growing over the years to come, and it's super cool that they started to open their own boutiques all around the world. I'm sure this brand will have a great future with such a committed and motivated leadership team. The new full yellow gold skeleton streamliner with tourbillon complication, a heavy statement piece which is a boutique exclusive, setting you back around $155,000, encased in a 40mm yellow gold cushion case with an integrated bracelet and equipped with a skeletonized tourbillon movement. This piece is limited to 17 pieces and available exclusively at dedicated H Moser&Cie spaces. The watch looks super stunning and is a piece of art. The yellow gold matches nicely to the skeletonized movement. The team at Moser was super friendly, and I can only advise you to give a visit to one of the Moser&Cie flagship boutiques. Next we have another small Rolex store on Nanjing Road. I will try my luck again for an Oyster Perpetual 36 in pink or green. The store is loaded with watches, but again nothing is for sale. I came closer to my goal and found this 31mm with a green dial, which is a bit too small for me, but also not for sale. The only 36mm in display is this black dial. More Yardmaster and another Explorer 2 with white polar dial. So much for the second Rolex store visit, which was another fail. A last stop today for a bit more watch shopping at Plaza 66, one of the luxury malls inside Shanghai on Nanjing Road. You will find all luxury brands here, including some more rare stores like Goya, that you can usually find only in a very few cities all around the world. First stop at Panerai. The new releases didn't arrive yet, but why not give it a try? This Luminor Duo 42mm with a green dial caught my attention. It looks super cool and wears great on the wrist. The beige lume matches the dial color very well. The vintage styled whiskey brown strap works fantastic, and overall the Luminor Duo is still the Panerai that works best on my wrist. And I have a new watch to announce soon here on the channel as well. I just couldn't find the time yet to edit the video. So much to Panerai. Let's have a quick look at JLC for their new reverso in the small size. Another favorite of mine, which is available in the market for some time now. As simple as it can be for a reverso. I would only wish for a pin buckle on this watch. One day a reverso will join my collection, and so far these three pieces are my favorites. And the last stop for today is at a small Rolex kiosk inside the mall. This kiosk has a fantastic selection of watches in the display, also featuring a few nice sports models like the green Submariner Starbucks, a Sub No Date and some beautiful Daytona watches. My attention was caught by this green dial day-date in 37mm, which is really beautiful and works well on my 6.5-inch wrist. I would still love to try a size day-date 36mm once on the wrist to see how comfortable it actually is and if I could find the right fit for it. At such a heavy price point, I'm just really a little bit worried that if I size the bracelet, it would not 100% match my wrist size and I couldn't wear the watch comfortably as I can do with the micro adjustment clasp or the easy extension. My wrist can be a bit problematic without micro adjustments and I usually want the perfect fit on the wrist without the watch sliding down on the hand, but also keeping enough blood flow through my hand. And then on top also my wrist just expands quite a bit, around usually let's say half a centimeter in summer, and since we have in Dubai quite high variances in the temperatures from the AC cooled indoor areas to like 44 degrees in the outside, so 44 degrees Celsius, my wrist is quite is working quite a bit every day. So what do you think, guys? If any one of you has experience with the bracelet of the day-date, drop me a comment below. Also in this store there is no Oyster Perpetual 36mm available, but we had a great conversation with the staff and told them how many stores we visited all around the world already to get a pink or green OP. After around 30 minutes, the store manager added our names to the wish list and told us the watch should arrive in a few months. So fingers crossed I can do another trip to Shanghai soon. Yes. Time for dinner, veggies and beef for me and some shrimps, squid and fish with rice for the lady. Besides that, a few good beers to end the day and relax for some more exciting activities in Shanghai.
Sorry, I moved a bit.
Close to our hotel is the Nobility of Time statue made by Salvador Dali between the years 1977 and 1984. The sculpture itself features a monumental melting clock draped gracefully over a tree trunk, which anchors the composition to its base. The fluid form of the clock with its soft elongated figures symbolizes the relative and distorted perception of time in the dream state. Back at the hotel we are trying the famous Shanghai Long Bar. This 32-meter long bar offers wine, champagne and a selection of handcrafted cocktails and refreshments. One cocktail over here comes at around $22, what is a bit steep in my view, but since we are here for the first time and this place seems to be quite popular, is inside our hotel and has a great selection of drinks, we give it a try. For me a whiskey sour and my girlfriend decided for the gimlet. So much to our first day in Shanghai and the first episode of this beautiful city. We will explore more luxury watch brands, more boutiques, great food and for sure also some more sightseeing. Now we just enjoy the evening with more drinks and we'll have a great sleep in our room later. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel and write me a comment below the video. Thank you for watching and bye bye.